So right here we have this Era Organics face mask. I noticed that not everyone on Amazon was actually putting this on their skin and letting it sit there so y'all could actually see what would happen. So I figured that I would do that with you guys. So I washed my face and now I'm just adding this stuff to it. This is, they sent this to me so that I could test this stuff out with you, so I'm really curious to see how it works out. I've been having a lot of blackhead issues recently, so I figured a mask would kind of be a good thing to use it for. If y'all are wondering, I'm looking at my viewfinder, that's why my eyes are kind of darted to the side there. But you can use this in a few different ways. So if you're using it as a mask, you just want to create the mask on whatever area of the body that you want to work with. So if you want to do like your T-zone, you can do your cheeks. I have a beard, obviously, so that's not going to happen. And then the forehead, obviously, anywhere where you might get some kind of abrasion, pimple, and whatnot. Now, this is also made from a coconut shell that's been grounded up, basically, or not a coconut, a walnut shell that's been grounded up. That's why it's called the Manuka Honey Walnut Scrub and Mask, because it's honey mixed with the walnut shell. We were actually on a road trip going through Iowa, and we stopped at this place, and they had like a little sand pit area so that you could vroom their trucks around and whatnot. And the sand stuff was actually made out of the same crushed walnut shell fibers. So I would actually have some experience with these walnut shells and feeling them as they are dry, and they very much feel like kind of like a coarse sand. You can actually buy that type of stuff to be able to use to sand down things using a blower. And so they just basically took that and they mixed it in with this scrub right here so that you can apply it to the face and it'll create that mask for you. So I want to leave this on for a little bit. I do have a basin of water right here so that we can rub it off once the mask has settled. It does say it takes about 3 minutes to 5 minutes to kind of let it settle. So I figured that I would talk to you guys about this stuff while we have it. First of all, you get a nice little tub of it right here. I believe you can get a few different sizes. It doesn't have a strong scent at all, so if you get headaches and migraines due to those strong scents, you're not going to have an issue with this at all. Like, I can barely smell anything coming from this, so that's fantastic. It's a nice consistency too. Like it's almost like a glue, if you will, like a glue consistency, a glue viscosity, like a Elmer's glue type of stuff. But it's just like a paste, so that you can put it onto there, and then of course it's gonna dry since we're using a mask. Now, if you don't wanna use it as a mask, you can also just use this in the shower. You're gonna wash your face, kind of keep it a little damp. You can put some of this, scrub around, get a good exfoliation going on. You know, if you don't have like a loofah or a really tight scrub brush or something like that, you can use this since it has that walnut shell in there so that you can get a good exfoliation and a good scrub. So it's really great for exfoliating the skin and making it look good, feel good. You feel nice and bright and all that type of stuff, and kind of gets the impurities off the skin, if you will, because you're able to scrub them off. Now, this also, I wanted to mention on the back here for the directions. I think this is pretty important. It says, do not use with a machine. So they don't want you to use like some kind of machine that's going to scrub this, because that walnut dust, coarse walnut shell, ground up, whatever you want to call it, is very, very coarse. And so if you use some kind of machine with that, that could really irritate the skin quite badly. So you just want to use your hand or maybe a rag or something like that to really get this stuff onto the skin and exfoliating really well. So that's why I just use my hands right here to be able to do that. They do recommend that if you do get some in your eye, irritation occurs, you know, make sure to discontinue use and call a physician, that type of stuff. So just be warned about that. As far as the ingredients in here, I didn't see anything too alarming. You have like aloes leaf juice, emulsifying wax, the walnut shell powder, a little bit of sunflower seed oil. They have some alcohols and glycerols and all that type of stuff, and that's going to help with the cleansing of the face and the skin and the pores and all that type of stuff. But they also have some vitamins in here, some orange oil, some vitamin B5. You got some oat amino proteins in here, so that's going to help with elasticity of the skin as well. If y'all want to pause the video and read any of that, y'all can do that right there. The top is the directions, and the bottom is the ingredients right there. But Like I said, there's a little 2-ounce tub right here. If you want to get a little more, you can, if you like it or whatever. But the cap goes on really easy, so you can travel with this as well, since it's only 2 ounces. You know, on an airplane, they let you bring things up to 4 ounces, so you could easily travel with this small one as well. But let's take a look at what we got right here. It's been about 5 minutes. And look, you can see that mask starting to kind of solidify on the forehead right there. Give it a little touch. It's not quite totally dry, but it's definitely thickening up really well. You can see what I got on my fingers right there. But I want to go ahead and wash this off, and let's see how we look. So I'm going to bring my... Hey, look, I'll bring you guys back. So you get a full look at what exactly this thing does right here. And I gotta say, I've got like a nice shine going on. It doesn't feel oily or really weird in any sort of way. The pores feel nice and open due to that exfoliation. Feels nice and smooth as well. So if y'all are looking for a great mask, y'all definitely go and check out this I never know how to say it, Era Organics Revive Plus right there. This stuff is fantastic. Thank y'all for watching, and Dad out.
Revive is a Manuka Honey Walnut scrub that doubles as an anti-aging mask to hydrate, exfoliate, and renew dull, lifeless skin. Manuka Honey has been shown to kill off acne-causing bacteria, boost cellular recovery, promote collagen production, and deeply hydrate the skin. We use perfectly ground walnut shells to gently and safely buff away dry, dull skin. Soothing aloe vera helps to calm inflammation and increase circulation. Skin brightening orange oil is good for acne-prone skin and is high in vitamin C, which fights damaging free radicals.